Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Dante Kent with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Get 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. Still going inside the 35. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Back now, pressure coming. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Johnson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, they still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's Johnson again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third.
We changed it.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he'll get it up to the 44. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Middle.
Jackson now on third. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Into the house it goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have second down behind the sticks.
Hey, middle. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
180. 180. That's hot.
Now Jackson on third down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Johnson heading right. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
258. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Boswell able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Middle.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
258.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's second down coming up.
Hey!
Throwing again is Lamar. Andrews has it, working downfield. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, here's Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the move, hit it right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Hey, middle.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Now an inside give to Johnson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled there by Mike Green. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
To the air on first down. Rodgers lasers this one deep down the middle. Into double coverage. Ooh, interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
13.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Steelers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26-yard line.
This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This one left for Lamar. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. He's keeping it again. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. And dose of the hurry up here.
16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
From the red zone now. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Fires right away, but incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Report! Sit up!
And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It was Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Ravens 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Lobs this deep down the middle. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it. He's got room to roam. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it 17 all. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. It's caught Metcalf. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs from the 37. First down throw here by Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Return. Play action now with Jackson. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Jackson, quick pass wide. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Middle.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter.
On a quick, ready?
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
You. 180. 180.
Play fake. Jackson. Likely's got it right side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Kent on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take possession of the football. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 27, Steelers 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Johnson here on the dump off. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Hey, 626. 15.
And the Steelers first down.
Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Finding Johnson once more. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Steelers 24.
It's always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space and those completions outside the pocket.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
At that down the distance, this group is pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Hey, middle.
They'll run here with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 34. Steelers 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Rodgers from the gun. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Rodgers set to pass. Hits his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers got to score in a hurry. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going again here. It's Rodgers. And this underneath. Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Rodgers going to throw on first. This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Ooh, got him close to the line of game. Down to the 25. 3rd and maybe a yard. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Looking to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. It's going to force them into a 4th down decision. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. His make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You have 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buying some time left. He takes it himself. And this one doesn't go far. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
You change it. Pressure. You.
Here he is to throw. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home.